Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, or should I say welcome to my podcast. So I just wanted to create something where I could just sit down and just talk, because I just want to talk. I'm introverted and I'm quiet, but like I got some things to say. Okay, girl, I got some things to say. So I bought myself a little microphone. I got a whole little setup going on. I got my little computer recording over here. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go with the flow. So on this first episode, I guess you could say. Also, I don't have a title for this. I may just have it be self-titled like Beyonce, just my name, but we'll see. We'll see in the future, you know? So I was just like, I want to make this episode about questions that I always get asked in my DM and on my YouTube channel, because my YouTube channel is kind of based around Hampton and the college that I attend. So I get a whole bunch of questions, and some of the questions that I get asked, I just feel like I can't just answer it in like a comment section. So I took some of the questions that were asked and I'm going to answer them in a podcast form because I got some things to say. Okay? Okay. And also, before this whole thing starts, make sure to follow all my social media accounts at Yonna Chambers on Instagram. Obviously, subscribe to YouTube, Yonna Chambers. Also, my brand, Signedbyyonna on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, on all platforms, and signedbyyonna.com. This is where I got this headband from. It's super cute, super girly. It is the plush headband in the color purple, and I'm rocking my Voting Like a Girl since 1920 crew neck, because I love crew neck shirts, but that's beside the point. So let's hop right into these questions, and yeah. So the first question that I'm always getting asked in my DM and in the comments that I wasn't able to answer before, but now I can answer because now we have the answer, is Hampton going back in fall 2021? And yes, we are going back in fall 2021. I am so excited. Like, at first I wasn't excited because honestly, when you look at Hampton from the outside in, it feels like the Twilight Zone. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just did not want to go back at first. But now I'm kind of excited to go back. I'm gonna be completely honest, not really because of the people. I mean, I want to see my friends, obviously, but actually, I'm not gonna say not because of the people, not because of the events that Hampton has, and not really because of the people. I just want to be on campus and next to my friends, because I just don't want them to travel back and forth. I don't feel like traveling to them. I just want to be able to walk to their dorm or walk to their apartment or drive whatever 5 minutes and be with them. But yeah, we're going back in the fall, so if you see me on campus, say hey girl, because I'm going to say hey back, period. So the next question is, are you having a good or bad experience at Hampton? So honestly, I want to say it's in the middle. I mean, of course, I wasn't able to have the full Hampton experience my first 2 years. It got cut short. Like, I mean, obviously it got cut short. I feel like when I was on campus, it was a good experience. But I feel like now that I'm off campus, it's just like Hampton is just, it's just different. Like, I don't know if it's because people are from different places and people are just kind of like, I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a good or bad experience. I could rate it 1 out of 10. My Hampton experience my freshman year was definitely an 8. It was definitely 8. That first semester and a half, it was like an 8. I want to say my sophomore experience, it was like a 6. Yeah, it was like a 6. Mind you, we didn't have any events, obviously. I mean, we did, but it was on Zoom, and like, I don't really want to join a Zoom school meeting. I just don't want to join a school event. I really don't want to. But I want to say it was like a 6. So I guess it's not horrible. It's mediocre. I feel like I would rate my freshman semester so high because at the end of the semester, that's where I kind of met my like solid friends at. I met my friends Kaya, Caitlin, Maya, my 3 friends. And I feel like we kind of had to squish all of our time into that small time that we had when we first met each other, because we wasn't together our first semester. At least I wasn't with them my first semester. So I didn't really go out that much. I mean, I covered that in my freshman year experience. So you go back and watch that, and it has all the information of what I'm talking about there. But my homecoming experience my freshman year, it wasn't good because I didn't really know what to do or who to be with or where to go to, so it was kind of like my 100 days freshman year, it was bad. I had a quiz that day, didn't really do anything. What else is there? We didn't have freshman ball, we didn't have freshman week because that was cuts. But I was a part of the freshman fashion show, so I feel like that bumped it up like way higher. Okay, so way higher. So if you're like Hampton 25, 26, definitely join your freshman fashion show because when I tell you that's where you're gonna meet like your friends. Okay, like it was so much fun. It was a lot of work, but it was so much fun. So I definitely say join the freshman fashion show because I definitely bumped my experience up my freshman year. But again, my sophomore year, I rate that like a 6 because I didn't really do anything. So the next question is, what dorm would I recommend to stay in as a female freshman? So I would recommend to stay in Twitchell. That's where I stayed in. I was a Twitchell trendsetter. But I would also say stay in VC Suites. I think it's Virginia Cleveland Suites. Those dorms are amazing. You would think that we were on like a whole nother college campus stepping into that dorm room. I've only been in one dorm in VC Suites, and that was my friend's dorm, and it was like insane. Like it was literally insane. The ceilings are so high. Like the dorm hallways are nice. It was like carpet. It reminded me of Zoe 101 because it was like the walls were like matte colorful. I think they're like green walls. I don't know. But it reminded me of Zoe 101. But Twitchell, there's so many girls. I want to say there was like, it was like hundreds of us, okay? It was a lot of girls. Twitchell was like 5 floors, 4 or 5 floors. It was a lot of us, okay? So I feel like if you want to have that kind of like fun, I don't want to say family experience, but like that girl bonding experience, stay at Twitchell. But if you want to have like that luxury feeling, okay, go to VC Suites. But I stayed in Twitchell. It was perfectly fine. I really had no complaints. You can go back in my freshman videos and you'll see the dorm room. I had a pretty good sized dorm. It wasn't small at all. It wasn't huge, but it wasn't like super like claustrophobic. I actually liked my dorm. I wouldn't mind getting my dorm again. I was on the first floor. I had a pretty good view of Hampton and the water. I mean, it was really no complaints. Twitchell is fun. It's a fun dorm to stay in. And all of my friends stayed in Twitchell. My 3 friends that I said before, they all stayed in Twitchell. So I would just go right up to their room. So 9 times out of 10, I feel like the people that you're going to hang out with are most likely going to be in Twitchell because, I mean, it's so many girls. Like, there's really no way you're not going to make a friend in Twitchell. So I would definitely say stay in Twitchell for your freshman year or stay in VC Suites. But I would say Twitchell 1, VC Suites 2nd. The next question was, will everything be online in fall 2021? I actually don't know. I heard someone say that it's gonna be like hybrid, like we're gonna be on campus, but some of our classes are gonna be online, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like I would love to be on campus and still be in my dorm room for classes. Like I would love that, but I'm not completely sure. I mean, we're going to be on campus, so like it's not going to be like online. But yeah, I don't know if events are going to be online. I wish we had like more information about what it's going to be like because just like we're going in blind, which I mean administration probably is too, but it's just like dang, like I want to know, is there going to be events? Is there going to be like, do we have to wear masks? I mean, obviously we're going to have to wear masks, but like what's going to be the capacity? Like basketball games, what is that going to be like? Homecoming events, like we need to know the details. But will everything be online fall 2021? I'm not completely sure, but we are going to be on campus. The next question is, does Hampton really prepare you for your major/career? Okay, so I'm a broadcast journalism major, right? And I'm in scripts. I feel like scripts has a lot of opportunities for the script majors and for the scriptas. Yeah, they have a lot of opportunities for us. But I feel like for what I want to do, I want to be in content creation. I want to work for a digital creative agency. And I personally have not taken any classes relating to that. I took a Photoshop class. That's kind of like the most like I've done within my career that I want to do. That didn't make sense. I took a Photoshop class my first semester of my sophomore year, and that kind of helped with my career and kind of got me familiar with things that I want to do in my career. And I'm also taking a radio class, which I mean, obviously, I'm interested in. So I guess that did help. But I feel like when it comes to my major, at least, you really do have to go out and find different opportunities for yourself. Like I'm in her campus. I'm in Impressions of Beauty. I'm in WHOTV. Like, it's different things outside of the actual classes that could kind of help you with your career. But I do kind of feel like at Hampton, it's kind of slow. It's a slow pace getting up to what you really want to do. Like, I have to take a reporting class, and I don't want to be a reporter at all. Why is it necessary for me to take that class? Like, I literally hate that class. Like, I don't want to take it, and I don't want to be in reporting. Like, why am I taking that class? But, I mean, you know. So, yes and no. I think it depends on your major. Yeah. The next one is, can you have your car on campus as a freshman? The answer is no, okay? But I mean, let's be honest. We have our ways, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. We have our ways. Not we, like me. Not me. Because I mean, I don't drive. I don't like driving. But you can have a way. There's a way. There is a way. Okay, so DM me and I'll let you know. I'm just playing. DM me. Is there a dress code at Hampton? Yes, and it's ridiculous. I feel like the biggest thing for me was no hats. I'm sorry, like we can't wear hats in school, but you sell Hampton hats the um in the gift shop. That just makes no sense to me. Like, how are you selling things in the gift shop that we can't even wear in class or in the stew? Make it make sense. But yes, there is a dress code at Hampton. I don't think it's like super strict, like high school was. I just feel like Hampton is really old school, and like just imagine what old people would think if they would see the young generation dressing how they dress. Just imagine that at Hampton all the time. That's honestly how I feel, honestly. Like I said before, the biggest thing with me is the hats. Like, I remember one time I was in class, and my English teacher came in with a hat because my braids was looking a little bit old. Okay, my braids was looking old, and so I had a hat on. Like, I came in, took a test, had a hat on, was not bothering nobody. Like, I was just wearing a hat. Professor goes, I'm like, what? She's like, take the hat off. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm 19 years old. This is a college class. I'm in here for 50 minutes taking a test. Why do I have to take a hat off? And it's not like I had like a fitted cap on, an NY hat on. It was a Hampton hat. It was from the gift shop. Why can't I wear it in class? But that's what really triggered me. That's honestly what triggered me, that whole hat thing. But yeah, the dress code. Also, this is why I have a podcast, because I just can't. I just need to keep talking. You know, it's just too much editing. I just need to keep talking. So bear with me, y'all. I remember one time we had her campus had a I think it was like a Thanksgiving bonding or just a regular bonding, everyday bonding, and it was a pajama theme. So we came in our pajamas, and we were leaving Twitchell, my freshman dorm. We had our pajamas on, and the dorm, I guess you could say the head of dorm, she was like, you cannot leave this dorm with pajamas on. Mind y'all, we were literally walking from the door of Twitchell to the parking lot because someone within her campus was driving us to the apartment that it was at. I want to say from the door to the parking lot, it's about like 20 steps. 20 steps max. Like, it's not even far. You can't go outside with pajamas on. Okay, I'm sorry. You're acting like we're going to be walking from Twitchell to the whole other side of campus in broad daylight. We're walking from the door. My dog is drinking water. Hopefully the microphone doesn't pick it up. But we're walking from the door to the parking lot at nighttime, and we can't wear pajamas. Like, stuff like that, it's just, like, crazy. Like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just super annoying. So, yes, Hampton has dress code, but I feel like it's super iffy, and it's depending on what administration is around, and yeah. That was all of the questions. I think I might title this like All Things Hampton University 2021 edition, because I kind of did this last year. I think I answered some questions last year. So yeah, if you enjoyed this self-titled podcast, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see if I can get this on different platforms, but I don't know. If anything, probably not this episode, because I was really only talking about Hampton. Like, it's not that big of a topic, you know what I mean? Like, it's not worth putting on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you know? It's not, I don't really want to do like that. So, yeah, thank you for watching, who stayed this long. This is Yonna Chambers, and I'm signing out. Bye, y'all.